Hi everybody, I'm Mackenzie Johnson and I'm going to be telling you about ministry communication, specifically through the eyes of Rachel Bussen, who I got to interview for this assignment. Now, I asked her what her official title was, and she said that she's the student minister at Timberlake Christian Church. Her educational background and experiences that prepared her for being a student minister was that she has a bachelor's of arts in youth and family ministry. She did a summer internship at TLCC in the youth area. She did longtime volunteer work, 14 years at her home church, and she was a small group leader at her high school. Now, when did she deliver her first message and what was it for? So she went to a retreat called Purity and gave a devotional to 50 girls, which was a lot. And when it comes to communication, her style is very personal, laid back, and question-oriented. Her most important communication skills that's part of the ministry is, first, she stated that she's not a perfect communicator. And being understanding and over communication is much better than falling short, because we always fall short in communication. So she says her most important skill is to ask questions, to give people space to ask for clarification and more questions. What public communication messages does she have to prepare and how she does it? So she does Sunday school at Timberlake for the junior hires, and she uses a curriculum and then edits it. But for Wednesday nights, sometimes she uses a curriculum and sometimes she writes them out. Just like this year, she is now writing out what she's planning to do, her lesson plans, and she meets with students one-on-one. Her greatest challenge in communicating with the congregation or organization is people respond in different ways. So she'll text someone and then they'll email her, and then it's like they'll call her, she'll text. It's wacky, but God just made us all different and unique. And for digital methods, she likes to use this thing called the Band app, which is a really cool app that allows her to put events on the calendar, talk to the kids and the parents, and promote events through this whole app. And it's really nice. And then some examples of how she modifies communication for different audiences is that for the parents, she likes to focus on the nitty-gritty things. But for the students, she likes to promote the event and get them hyped so they can go to the parents and be like, hey, I want to do this. And her writing skills, how do they get incorporated into her communication responsibilities? So she has to write out lesson plans, she has to write out big emails with lots of info, and at the end of trips, she likes to write cards to all the kids that went. Now is where we talked about how she used personal storytelling to enhance her messages. And she likes being relatable. That's what she said. She likes being relatable. She likes to make a connection. And she also asks herself, does this make sense? Does this story fit to what point I'm trying to make? And how she decides whether to include stories from others in her congregation is if she doesn't have anything that applies to her, she likes to open the floor to let other people speak. And that's Rachel Bussen. And she has a great job, and she does a great job at her job. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.